Oh, rave of Hollyweird, Sean and Lexi, and sometimes Schmo. We're breaking down all your favorite movies, TV shows. Hooray for Hollyweird. Never in my wildest dreams would I have imagined I would record on something that thousands and thousands and thousands of people listen to. It's probably would have been my worst nightmare. And actually, if you talk to me again, I would probably say it is. I just do it, though. I just do it.
Yeah, we. I texted Sean today. I forget why I said it to you, but I was like, why aren't we famous? And then I was like, we would fucking hate being famous.
Here's the deal.
Sean loves attention.
I do. But I'm like that. I am that. And I'm sure some listeners have probably said online somewhere or whatever, but I'm not the most personable in person. Sometimes I can be. Sometimes I'm a little standoffish. I apologize. I love you. But I also love being by myself and not speaking to anyone. So,
Yeah.
I try. I give it my all.
You do. And we applaud you for it.
Thank you. Thanks. We got I Know What You Did Last Summer 2025, the movie everybody's talking about, raving about.
Critics are raving. I tried to find a hook today, but I couldn't.
Oh. It's probably for the best. Boy, this is a weird movie. So we talked about Roughly 1 and 2 last week in a deranged manic episode. So that'll get a lot of likes. Let's see what happens here. Both went to the theaters. Now, in a Hollyweird tradition, any tales from the theater from you? That's what we'll call this. Tales from the theater.
Oh, that's so fun. I'm loving that. No.
And I'm the crap keeper.
I went to a Thursday night screening. It was packed. It was actually like a full screening, which is weird, but it was. Movies
are doing a bang up job these days.
Hello. Yeah, for sure.
Well, you want my tales from the theater? You know what I got to start off with?
I got a bone to pick.
I got a fucking bone to pick. Actually, let me grab the pink stink here too. To just emphasize, really hammer home what I'm about to tell you about my theater experience, because it wasn't a good one. It was not a good one. Okay. First topic of movie theaters. Where would you rate movie theaters in the list of grossest public bathrooms? Because I think they are an underrated top 3 contender.
I'm going to tell you something right now you're really not going to like.
What?
When I go, okay, well, this is only true for the one theater near me. I kick off my J's. I get real comfy. Dogs are out barking, socks on, but I'm not wearing shoes.
No, this is crazy.
When I get up to pee.
No, you don't. You don't put the socks back on. This is content, folks. This is what we come here for. This is what the show's made for.
I have my socks on. I'm not wearing any shoes.
Yeah, that's insane.
But my theater bathroom's fine.
And
it makes me feel like I'm just like in my house.
Okay. The theaters that I go to are some of the most horrifying bathrooms I've ever seen. They are so bad. They stink all the time. I saw Superman at 9 a.m. It was the first showing of the day. The bathroom stunk. And I was like, what is happening? Like, what the fuck is happening?
See, because my Regal, definitely not great. My Atlas, shoes off, having a good time.
I think it's the chains, which brings me to my second complaint. Well, first of all, I'm going to tell you, movie theater bathrooms like top tier for me. It's probably in the top 3. Airport. What's next?
I don't know. The Witch City Mall, perhaps?
The Witch City Malls. Yeah. Yeah. In Salem. Congrats, Salem. You have the only, like, you're the only regionally based item that gets in a top 10 section, not a general, like, movie theater or whatever. So.
That one takes number 1. Witch City Mall bathroom, scariest place in the world.
Porta potties at running events like 5Ks and half marathons are also atrocious.
Yeah.
One time I went into one and it was all over the walls. It was crazy. I've never seen anything like it. What? Anyway, we don't have to get into public bathrooms. My next bit of gripe. Okay. Now, our buddy Joe.
Oh.
He goes to this theater all the time because it's like 3 minutes from his house. He could like jog there. He swears by it because there's never anyone there, which is true. I know why. And now I want to reassess his rankings of movies he sees in theaters sometimes because it was such a fucking miserable experience. So I was like looking at the theater and I was like, this makes no fucking sense. Like the way it was like laid out. And this is a theater I've been going to since I was a kid, but like, I'm just like looking at it. I'm like, how does the theater fit in here? When you go in, you walk down. You're on flat ground and then you walk down. Everything is low, but the screen is high. So every seat is a floor seat.
Hate that.
I know. I was furious. I was fucking incensed the whole movie. Every 5 minutes I'd be like, I can't believe I'm fucking craning my neck back like some type of asshole.
Crazy.
It's absolutely nuts. Bad move on you. Also, last theater, Tales from the Theater. Shame on AMC.
Oh, why?
AMC, there's one AMC theater that's amazing. I love it, but it's like 30 minutes away. This one in Joe's residence.
Give its address.
It's in the worst fucking shape. Joe's or the theater? I'll give you Joe's address and then look for the theater nearby. Do you guys have Bolero out there? The bowling alleys?
No.
Okay. So there's this company out here called Bolero, and they popped up like a couple like high-end bowling alleys, and they're pretty cool. Like they're cool. But then they started buying like the small independent ones and being like, Bolero now open. And they opened one in my town and I went, and all they did was throw some fucking red paint all over the place because that's their color. And it's still the same shitty place, same shitty part. Like everything sucks. That's what AMC is doing in this one I went to. It's falling apart. It doesn't hold up to the AMC name. And I think they need to demolish it.
I have never been in a Cinemark that I felt comfortable in.
I like my Cinemark.
I know you do, which is crazy to me.
Well, it's all I got.
I have them all. I have every theater chain within an hour of me.
We used to have a Criterion bow tie cinema.
Oh.
That was the fucking spot. And then guess what? COVID happened. The scamdemic happened.
The scamdemic.
Tune into our Eddington review on Patreon after this, which if you think we're joking, we're not.
Yeah, I'm scared. But back to floor seats. Because when I went with Freak Off and he bought floor seats. And I was like, this is fucking insane. Insane.
Yeah. T. Diddy. It's locked in. Lock that name in. Yeah. Were there seats open behind you?
I wasn't really looking.
How do you not check that?
Eyes to the front. Like, I don't know. It sounded like it was a full theater. I think he tried to pardon it by saying that there weren't any seats behind us, but I don't know if that's true or not.
You need to assess this and say, I need T. Diddy. I need screenshots. I need screenshots of A, all your previous freak offs. B, your ticket purchase history, because
Well, no, we've had a conversation about it. And here's the thing. I get into this conversation on Instagram a lot with people of like best seat, best theater seat. It's middle row, middle seat. Anything other than that, what the fuck are we talking about?
yeah, and I've always been a back row middle seater. And
Fine with it.
no, what changed me though was the IMAX seating, because IMAX is so big that you really need that like middle section. And then when I found that out, I was like, I'm going to start doing that on all of them because that makes more sense, right? Eye level. And then I started doing it. It's wonderful. Love it.
It really does just depend on the size of the screen. I think you have a point. But like, I'm always going like G5. Like that's my seat. If I have to be in the front row, not like ground, but like stadium seating, front row of stadium seating, I'm going to a different showing. I'm not fucking doing that. That's crazy.
Oh, yeah. No. It's not happening.
Happening.
Which our listeners probably know about because we've delayed episodes being like, well, we could have go. And we said the movies were sold out. They weren't. It's just we can't be around people and we can't be outside of our seat comfort zone.
When I saw Talk to Me, what the hell happened? Because I like am vehemently in the back. Like I will not fucking go. I was with my ex and I forget what happened, but somehow we ended up in the front row of the stadium seats. And I cried. I started crying and I was like, we have to leave. Like, I cannot fucking do this. Like, this is crazy. Like, it was just overstimulating. And I started crying and he got really mad and I just needed to get the fuck out of there. Like, I couldn't do it.
Well, that sounds like a nice time for you.
Take it to the back. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
I don't know. Well, wait, one more question.
Yep.
Do you notice that people are louder if they're sitting in front of you or behind you?
That's a great fucking question. I think it's behind.
I think it is too, but sometimes.
Wait, there was a person. Last night was a fucking nightmare. I Know What You Did Last Summer brought out the worst of the worst people. It was crazy. The movie etiquette was off the charts. Everyone was ignoring this. There was a guy and a girl. I would only excuse this behavior a little bit if it was like high school age, and I don't think it was. But the way this guy was like cuddling his girlfriend in the movie theater, I was like, just go home. Just fucking go home. I don't want to see this shit. And now you might say, Sean, why don't you just watch the movie instead of looking directly?
You can't.
And watching. You can't.
You can't. Dude, when I saw Evil Dead Rise, I was with Carter and we were in Maine and had to go to this like dinky little like budget theater because it was like sold out everywhere. There was like a couple behind us that was like 15 years old. They were fucking. And it was like, how am I supposed to watch the movie?
No, you can't. I would just leave. And
stop PDA in general. Off it. Hate it.
Yeah.
PDA is crazy.
PDA is a little crazy.
Keep it in your house. No one wants to see that.
If I wanted to see it, I'd go see a skin flick.
Literally.
I had something to say. I forgot though. Yeah, no, that's our tales from the theater. Anyway, I Know What You Did Last Summer. 2025. Let's try and leave the spoilers for the second half of this, I guess.
Okay. Well, wait. Do you want to touch on I'll Always Know so briefly?
Yeah, fuck it. Yeah, let's do I'll Always Know. So I'll Always Know was released in, let me pull up those notes. Do I even have notes on that? I don't know. We'll find out.
I mean, I just finished it. I hadn't seen it in so fucking long. What the fuck was that?
It is it is so embarrassing. Also, terrible title. Let's start there. 2006. Terrible title.
Better than You Still Know What You Did, or I Know What You Did Last Summer.
Well, yeah, because now what's the sequel going to be?
Yeah, I Still Know What You Did Last Summer.
They just run all three titles back. I'd actually be all right with that. Directed by Sylvian White, who's done mostly TV in the Slender Man movie. It came in direct to DVD August 15th, 2006.
Happy almost birthday to me.
We did talk about
Happy late birthday to you.
Happy late birthday to me. On Rotten Tomatoes, it holds a 0% of 7 critic reviews.
Well, yeah.
Are positive with an average rating of 2.5 out of 10. I'd say the number one. Oh, wait, what are you going to say?
It's just, what the fuck is there even to say other than like, is it the worst movie ever made? It might be. Dude, it's a fucking headache.
Well, okay, so we got to talk about the editing because that was fucking wacky. But the first strike, you fucking open the movie and it's like, by the way, welcome to landlocked Colorado, home of fishermen. Like, what the fuck are we doing? There are so many classic seaport towns in the world.
All over.
The coastal elites are everywhere. No. I hope my sarcasm comes through. There's just a million towns, you know? And honestly, yeah. I always thought that, and I don't know why, but I always thought that I Know What You Did Last Summer took place in like Vermont or Maine or something. Because it had some of those vibes. But that would be a great spot for it.
I think that the Massachusetts that is portrayed in movies is really just Maine. It
is. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yes. Trust me. I go to Massachusetts all the time. It's not that. It's fucking Springfield. I'll just do a travel blog from Springfield. Give you all an eye view of what Massachusetts looks like.
But also like maybe like coastal Connecticut a little bit, like Mystic.
Yeah.
It's not Massachusetts. Any movie you've ever seen set in Massachusetts, that's not it. That's not what it's like.
Well, the other thing is they'll say it's Boston, but it's very much like Martha's Vineyard and like those very nice areas. But no, it's not. That's not what you see there. It's
not at all.
Not good. Not good.
I can't wait to live there one day.
Yeah. So it takes place in Colorado, landlocked. New cast, obviously, all new cast. It doesn't even bother going into it. They're just a bunch of no names.
Well, it starts as a Final Destination movie.
It does start as a Final Destination.
It does.
Wait, okay. So the whole time you're waiting for somebody to get run off a road or hit by a car. And then that doesn't happen, but they are talking about this fisherman story with the hook and, and then the fisherman shows up and starts chasing these kids around and they're screaming.
The fisherman shows up looking like one of the talking heads.
The fucking, what's that guy's name? Byrne. What's that fucking guy's name?
Biggest fucking suit you ever seen in your life.
David Byrne is who I was thinking of. Yeah, the David Byrne suit, just the tiny head on the body.
Yeah, that's what the fisherman slicker looked like in this one.
And so the fisherman's chasing them, and I can't even do this justice because it's like flash cutting these fucking scenes that you're like, what is happening? And it was this very early 2000s like editing style that you saw in these movies.
It's James Wan's fucking fault.
Yes.
100%.
Yes.
So bad.
Yeah. The flash cuts are brutal. It's just, it's sickening. And then we watch this skateboarder who is grinding on top of a building.
Been there.
And then the fisherman shows up. But the fisherman doesn't do anything to him. And he falls off. And the kids run away, and we realize this is all an elaborate prank to scare everyone else about the lore.
With the lore that came from the other side of the country.
Correct. and was erased from history, as we'll learn in 2025. Scrubbed off the internet. My dad scrubbed off the internet.
That's gonna be me about you one day. I don't know about what yet, though.
Can we mash up the Eddington mayor with the mayor of Southport?
Absolutely.
Let's get a mashup of those two movies. Who was a more despicable mayor?
Yeah.
Well, I mean, I guess the mayor of Eddington wasn't despicable. Well, we can get that later, but
yeah, and he was hot. So, like, what are you gonna do?
Well, you can't fucking do anything about that.
No, you can't.
So he falls off. The kids all gather and they're like, "That was so funny." And then they're like, "Wait, where's Scotty?" Scotty's the skateboarder. They go back, and Scotty has been impaled by the way, he's on top of a building. You could use anything. You could use one of those concrete barriers. You could use a fire hydrant. You could use anything. And instead, it is a tractor. A tractor is parked under this building, and he has gone through the steam pipe of the tractor.
Yeah. Happy 4th of July.
They make tractors with that anymore, with like the fucking smoke thing up, like pop, pop.
Yeah. And obviously this is the catalyst. Once again, it's no one's fault. Like, it was a prank.
You knew it was an accident.
It's literally an accident. Like, and I know you did last summer. Yeah, they for sure like buried a man alive at sea for some reason. And this one, he fell off a fucking roof and during a prank. It's like, what?
It makes no fucking sense.
Who here hasn't that happened to?
No, everyone's had that incident happen, of course. Anyway, so I don't even care about this. The one thing I did like, which threw me back, was the girl that has a barn that's like the most awesome place on earth to live. And I was like, oh man, remember when we were kids and you'd watch like teen/kid movies and their rooms were so fucking sick?
That's so like, Raven, Greg Brady. Like give me an attic room.
You get like a stomach ache because their rooms were so cool.
Yes.
And then you tell your mom and she'd be like, yeah, that sounds great. Or depending on the day, she'd be like, fuck you.
I tried to put my mattress on the floor and it was like World War III. Oh, dude, it was a fucking nightmare.
James just did that. He was like,
did you let him?
Yeah.
Okay, thank you.
It would not happen at his mom's house though. For sure. But I was hesitant because I'm like, dude, you're like, come on, like sleep in your bed.
Let him live his life. He's
I know.
exploring.
Well, I remember putting mattresses on the floor when I was a kid, so I was like, okay, I gotta let him.
Yeah, it was comfier that way for some reason.
Yeah, because that way you could just slug out of it. But yeah, no, kid movies and teen room, like kid and teen rooms when you were a kid. Oh my god, Clarissa explained that All's room was so sick.
Sabrina's rooms, keeping with Melissa. Dude. So fucking good. Lauren kind of had a room like that.
Oh, that's weird.
My room was yellow.
My room was
a closet.
It was. At one point. Oh man. There was one scene too where I actually had to turn it off and be like, I'll finish this later, which was when the kid, I think, is trying to kill himself by taking pills and alcohol, but then he's also like trying to cut himself with a hook.
It's fucking me, Core.
I don't know. But no, that was weird. It gave me a headache.
So bad.
But ultimately, a big change here is that it is revealed that the Fisherman is Ben Willis.
Welcome back.
But he's dead.
Yeah.
Well, he's a zombie now.
Love it.
Well, I will say that I think, I do think, sorry, my fucking TV thing. here. There's something to this undead Ben Willis that I will discuss as we talk about 2025.
Okay.
So I'll always know. Do not watch it.
Don't. Going into, we need to find an alternative title for this goddamn movie because it's just like so fucking confusing.
Let's just call it 2025.
Love it. Going into 2025, I don't know how to avoid spoilers because I got a bone to pick about the opening. I have a bone to pick about everything.
I know. Okay, well, guess what, guys? Sorry. Spoilers start now.
You're off the project. You haven't seen the movie.
Jack. By the way, we should know we have a fun interview this week with Wayne Byrne, the author of Great Question. My bad. The author of You Can't Kill the Boogeyman. That'll be out probably this same week.
I'm gonna write a book about Ben Willis and title it the same thing.
That's a good idea. And then we're going to the interview we were hyping up about the legal stuff. We have to wait. We got to wait a few weeks. Legal is involved. And we need to sign documents. So we don't know when that's going to be. Hopefully in August at some point. So we'll see. But we'll probably drop it in September because we got a big August planned.
August.
But anyway, so 2025 spoilers starting now. So okay, 2025.
Let's start with the opening sequence.
Okay.
I had this conversation. So the opening sequence, right? We're panning over the water.
Mm-hmm.
We're using the same font.
Ish, yeah.
But it's just like, okay, can you guys fucking learn what like a legacy sequel is? Like, I don't know. Why are we doing it like this? The move, if I do say so myself, would have been like, do a different sweeping pan shot, use the same font as I know you did last summer. Why are you recreating the exact same opening? I cannot fucking stand that shit.
Yeah, watching this made me not like I Know What You Did Last Summer because this was so derivative. 2025 is so derivative of the other like requel reboot things. And then it made me reflect on I Know What You Did Last Summer, 97. And I was like, oh, that shit was fucking derivative too. Like,
yeah,
Kevin Williamson just handed them the Scream script and was like, he's a fisherman. And they were like, sounds fucking great.
well, wait, before we even like get further, give me a 1 out of 10. What are you rating it?
Out of 10, I gave it 5.
Okay, I think I'm in the same.
Be a little too high, slightly too high, but
here's the thing: it's not good.
Yeah.
It's fine.
Yeah.
And we'll unpack that statement, but it's not a bad time. It's just like a weird time.
It is a weird time. It is a weird time, and I was laughing. There were like, the audience laughed at a few parts that were for sure not intentionally funny. But I was laughing like a lot during it. And I was just like, Is this fucking serious? Like I would catch myself just smiling because I was like, this can't be fucking happening.
Well, yeah. So here's the thing. Like a lot of my friends, like real life friends, either went to see it or are going to see it and saw the original when they were young. They don't give a fuck about it. They don't really remember it. Like, you have to know the original to really understand why this movie is so bad. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And like the Thursday night screening I went to, there was a little bit of laughter, and I think it sounded like old people. Not old people, but people like your age. So.
Listen, dude, I'm fucking old now. It's fine.
Not yet.
I'm fine with it.
Soon.
I'm like real
Soon.
fucking close. Like my hair's creeping back.
Great hairline though. No, we love your hairline.
Do you know, like every like once a month I just measure. I'm like, okay, still 4 fingers. I'm okay.
You have more hair than most men.
This is a point of pride for me. Yes, I
Bask in it, baby. Come on.
I do.
Hairline.
Yeah. So that was the intro. Oh, there was something I was going to say. Oh, so crowded theater or no for you?
Yeah, it was like full. Yeah, it was full.
Okay. So let's take a look here. Domestic box office, that's for 2025. So its opening weekend, it came in at, whoa. Wait, why is it not on here? Oh, that was a little scary. Let me see here. Why have they not released the numbers for this? Wait, when did it come out? The 16th, right?
Obsessed with the fact that it's a 4th of July movie that they didn't just release the week of the 4th of July.
Dude, like a few weeks. Like, what are you doing?
Well, it was revealed to me today that the final shot of the the last scene was shot a month before the film was released.
The final scene or the post-credit?
The final scene, because test audiences didn't like that the girl didn't die. Or the test audiences didn't like that the girl died, so they reshot it a month before the movie came out.
Oh, dude, that makes so much fucking sense because I agree with them, by the way.
Mm-hmm.
Because when that girl gets stabbed at the end, big spoiler there, I was like, oh, this sucks. I was like really fucking pissed off about it.
What's her name? The character?
Danica. Oh, no. Danica is the blonde. She's Amber.
No, Danica is the blonde. That's who I'm talking about.
Amber's from I'll Always Know. Yeah, Danica's the blonde. And then what was the...
When you were watching it, were you like picking up my energy in Danica?
No.
You were?
No. Oh, that is a projection for you. Sorry.
No, when she's like laying down and she's like, that's me.
Oh yeah, I mean, I guess there's some Lexi moments in there, and being like just going to rich man.
I fucking wish. Like,
it's your goal.
I wish.
No, Danica and Ava. Ava was the other one. Ava is from The Studio. She's awesome. She's so funny. I love her.
Yeah.
And Danica, the girl that played Danica was fucking awesome. She
was great.
She killed it. And
she like carried the movie.
Dude, she was the best part of the movie. She was so fucking funny and with it. I don't know. It was awesome. All the kids, pretty good actors for the most part. The two worst actors coming in hot were Jennifer Love Hewitt and Freddie Prinze Jr.
Yeah.
Who appeared to have just stopped trying to act in the years since the originals, because I could not. Freddie Prinze Jr.'s line delivery was fucking deranged. Like he might as well have just held up his hand and been like, "Hey, kids, get the fuck out of here."
I meant to look this up because obviously Ryan is not returning, and I wanted to look up if there were any like articles about that.
Ryan
Phillip.
Is that his character name?
No, from the original. He's the only one of the four that didn't come back.
Ryan Phillippe.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Well, he's dead. Oh, yeah. I see what you're saying. Yeah, I mean, well.
Yeah, I can't wait.
How many dream sequences can you do? Because to crowbar shit, they were like, how do we get Sarah Michelle Gellar into this flick? We'll do a random dream sequence.
And I cannot wait. Dude, we're all over the place. I do feel like a lot of this requires conversation. And the Sarah part, we need to get there. Like we need to fucking psychotic.
Yeah, it was fucking crazy. So, I mean, we don't need to go through it scene by scene, so we could just jump wherever. So I guess we go to Cliffside, or not Cliffside,
Southport.
Southport. We got a new group of kids: Ava, Danica, Milo, Teddy, and Stevie. All playing prototypes. You know what I mean?
100%.
100%. Two of them are getting married. one likes the other one. And this results in, a little twist on the original. They said, let's really mix things up here. And this time, they do not run somebody over. They're standing in the road. Somebody swerves to miss them and flies off a cliff.
Well, okay. So first of all, they don't. Here's the thing, right? When there's a line in this where someone is like, it's manslaughter. It's for sure not.
Hey,
Like it's for sure.
there are like weird things that you hear, like the, what is it, that famous story, which I don't even know if it's true or not. That famous story of like the burglar that sued the homeowners because he was like breaking in and fell on the knives or whatever.
Yeah.
Sued the homeowners. Like, yeah, sure, there might be an element of that, but they'll also just be like, the kid is so connected. Everyone is so connected in that you're like, yeah, even if the cops came and you were like, this is what happened, they'd be like, it's fine. Like,
yeah, they would be like, it's not your, and like they tried to save him. It's like, I was waiting for them to like push the truck down or just like fucking get rid of it. They're all like trying to save this person.
Or Teddy's like, I'll call somebody. And he like walks away and he's like, okay, the ambulance is coming. So like, let's go. We'll go to the police station, give our statement there. And you find out he's not going to the police station. They're like, well, I thought we were going to the police station. But then the ambulances and shit drive by. So he did call 911. And like, what were those people? Like, you can't climb down that. Like, they were like,
No,
should we go down and check on him? Like,
dude,
what?
If I were in this situation, I wouldn't have a morsel of hesitance about calling the police about it and just telling them what happened.
Of course not. And by the way, no one there had anything to lose. Well, like the I guess. So what was the first one? The thing to lose was what? Ryan Phillippe's football scholarship. I think that was like the main thing, was like Ryan Phillippe was like, I'll never go to the college.
Well, theirs is different. They actually did like murder someone pretty much.
That's true. That's fair. But
well, and
still, the catalyst of not calling 911 was like Ryan Phillippe getting into college.
Well, yeah, but even that one, it's like, I don't know. Like in the original, they're underage, they're drunk, there's scholarships. They're not sure he's dead. They throw him in the water, and then it's like, yeah, we cannot fucking tell a soul that we did this. And this one, it's like, you guys are all of age. Teddy's dad is the mayor or sheriff or whatever the fuck. You're fine. Just call the police.
The driver was sober, which stood out to me because I was like, oh fuck, they were drunk driving. Like, hardcore drunk driving in the first one, and I was like, I don't think they put that into movies anymore unless it's like
no, they don't,
a heavy R drama, you know what I mean? Like those will show it, but like nothing else shows drunk driving. It's always like, and it's always funny because it's always a little heavy-handed where they're like, the driver's like, what are you, fucking nuts, man? Like, no matter what their character attributes are, they're like, yeah, get the fuck out of here with that. And it happened in this one. Like one of the girls in the back was like, what are you, crazy? Because he handed like the flask to the driver, and like one of the girls in the back was like, you're fucking nuts, man, what are you doing that for?
But yeah, they didn't do anything wrong.
So the stakes in this one is they didn't do anything wrong, and also the stakes are his dad, the mayor, is really trying to clean up the image of the town. And it's like, hey, what? Who fuck cares? Like, it was a car accident. That no people aren't going to be like, can't go to Southport anymore.
Well, and it's just crazy. And that one, the Stevie bitch is like, I just cleaned up my life. Okay? It has nothing to do with this.
They're gonna lock me back up. Yeah, it was very weird. The stakes were not very high, and
not at all.
And when they make their vow to not. By the way, why is everyone so rich in this movie? Holy shit!
Well, they have like they make a weird like gentrification line in it.
They do. They do, but it's still fucking weird. I don't know. But they, except Ray, who's like the brokest guy in town.
The brokest guy in the world.
Brokest guy in the world, but also has like a yacht that. So I don't know. I don't know what to make of that one, but whatever. You get the new, I don't know what to call it. The new trope, I guess, of the podcaster. The podcaster has come to town.
The way that's been floating around my fucking feed.
Oh, really?
The BD shout out.
Oh, yes.
Everybody and their mama posting about it.
I know.
It didn't even stand out to me. I was like, Bloody Disgusting is like in the culture. You know what I mean? I don't know.
Yeah, I know.
But
I know. It seems weird.
Everyone's posting about it.
Also, like...
Well, it was funny for me seeing it with someone when it talks about having a Bloody Disgusting podcast, because like obviously we do. But like for everyone else, I'm like, it's not that big of a deal.
Yeah, but
like you're not in on the joke.
The good news, though, is that Bloody Disgusting would never promote their own podcasts on their website. So
literally,
we wouldn't be on the list anyway. Doesn't matter to us. They just list 24 other pieces of shit and not promote their own network. So bloodydisgusting.com. Check it out.
Talk scary to me. Call me, girl. We love you.
Yeah, we love you guys.
But love her. Sexy as fuck. Hot ass fucking sex scene between
that
podcast girl.
Did not do anything for me.
Oh, the way I would get into a bathroom stall with her, I was feeling that big. She's hot.
Fingered. And then you know what was crazy was they kind of like showed the fingering. They showed like the arm movement, you know, the Lady J.O. movement. And then it cuts to her washing her hands. And I was like, that's honestly kind of gross. And I have no issues with women's parts or stuff. It was just the idea that it had to be so like, because there's never been a day where I've done that, where it was so crazy that I had to be like, oh God, my hands. I can't grab the doorknob. It's just slipping out of my hands. Like, gotta wash these up first. But like, so to me, I think it registered as like, wow, that's insane. That's nutty. You're covered.
Well, it's so funny, right? Because I mean, in the last like 10 years, there has been like an effort to have more like inclusivity in movies and shows and stuff. And I think it's very heavy handed sometimes. This was like a great way of just like, it's just a bisexual bitch. You know what I mean?
Down with it. You just go with it. It was very natural. It was very natural. But she's a podcaster doing a true crime podcast. And, yeah, that's that.
That should have been me.
Sure. So then we find out, well, one of the girls. Now, here's the other thing. So, is it a full year later? Because it seemed like it wasn't, but it had to have been because it was July 4th again. So,
yeah.
But it was weird. This woman. We open at her bridal shower, and then when they return the next year, so before the accident, they're at a bridal shower. They return a year later, and she is now getting married to another man.
Except, here's the thing with that. One, her new fiance looks exactly like Milo. Like Milo. Also, I get it. It's like rich, like Martha's Vineyard-esque, whatever. But all of them are wearing the exact same clothes. So when the new fiance comes in, it took me a while to even realize it's someone different now. Same.
I was like, I don't know about this. Is this the same guy? And then it wasn't. And then also, due to the quality, I was like, maybe they just recast that guy. I was like, can I put that past them? I don't think I can. Yeah, no. So so they're at this new bridal shower, which is fucking insane. And she gets a card in her bag of goodies that says, "I know what you did last summer." And she immediately accuses her ex, Teddy, of being the one to write it. So I'm trying to think about where to go from here, because it's like, I want to talk about Ben. Once again, they can't, these movies. I think I hate I Know What You Did Last Summer movies, because once again, I do not, once they got into the weeds of the like, because these are murder mysteries. These are not.
Yeah.
It's like barely a slasher. It's a good
old whodunit.
It's a good old whodunit. But when they get into the weeds of like Maria Shivers and Julie James, and I'm just lost. As soon as you say, and two of them always have the same name, same last name. Two of them are always related, and you're like, Jesus fucking Christ. And then some weird lady shows up and she's like, oh, if only you knew. And then you're like, well, maybe it's her. I don't know. What the fuck are we doing? But it drives me crazy because I cannot keep track of what's happening in it. And I don't know. Oh, I do know a little bit on this one, but I don't know like all of the connections, because it's like it's like a 3-degree connection to the killer and the reasoning.
Dude.
The victim and the killer. Oh, you got an angry pup over there. But it was wild. So they do that. People start getting got.
How did you feel about like the harpoon being the first kill?
Okay, the harpoon kill it's the first kill. What I loved was the fucking music. When we see them, they were being a little bit self-indulgent, I think, in this. They were kind of like, it's the Fisherman, you remember him, because the music was like donk donk, donk donk. And you're like, but I felt it, like I was like, oh fuck yeah, but I was also like, this guy's a fucking joke. Like the Fisherman isn't even a continuous character. Like well, I guess it is sort of, but it's not in this one. And you're just like, why is this so epic for this fucking idiot Fisherman? But yeah, the harpoon kill was pretty cool.
Yes, it was. I don't know. I feel like it was a likable cast of characters, but also it's like Teddy obviously was Ryan Philippe's character. It's like very clear who is playing who, where it's like, you guys can just write new characters, right?
You know what else I think? This kind of goes to our clown in the cornfield discussion. They're kind of making everyone likable, and I don't love it.
Yeah, I guess.
Right? Like the groups of teens, like it's always like a bunch of good kids that are, you're like, wow, these are all good. Like because they're trying not to, understandably, like do like the stereotypes, right?
Yeah.
Like they don't want to do a ditzy girl anymore. They don't want to do a like dumb jock. Like every time you see a jock now, he's like a super cool dude. And you're like, that you would just fucking have a good hang, like this guy is fucking huge. This guy is fucking jacked. Teddy, he's fucking, that is
big boy.
That is a what's the male one? Mommy.
Goo goo gaga.
Goo goo gaga. Goo goo gaga. He's a goo goo gaga. But like he's giving off like rich jock, and you're like, oh, this guy's the worst. And then he is the coolest fucking dude of all time, and is just like, let's fucking chill. And he gets like he gets high and heady and is like, fireworks are just fucking beautiful, man. And you're like, oh man, Teddy fucking rocks, dude. Teddy fucking rules. I want to hang with Teddy. And after Teddy and the girl split, they find him on a houseboat just living out there drinking himself to death. And I was like, Teddy fucking rocks.
Over a murder they like didn't commit. That like didn't happen.
Correct. Correct. No one can sleep knowing what they've done. It turned Ava bisexual.
Oh my God. One thing that did make me laugh, oh God, and I wish I could remember it, is when the three of them are in the car and she's like, whatever's going on here, I'm really into it.
Oh, yeah.
That's me.
And it was basically like, I'll have sex with both of you.
Yes.
It was crazy. Yeah. So that was that. So he starts picking some of them off, but not too quickly. And is this movie a little bit longer than it should have been?
Of course it fucking is. Dude, what is it? An hour 50? Like,
ooh,
the fuck are we doing? Yeah.
That's
Dude,
bad.
If it's one thing for Ari Aster's dumbass to be putting out 2.5-hour movies, it's another thing to be making, and I know what you did last summer, movie 2 fucking hours.
When there's so much to cut, there's so much you could easily cut and no one would give a shit.
And that was my takeaway when I left. I was like, they should have let me edit that. Because there's a good movie, not a good movie. There's a different movie in there somewhere that's better if different choices had been made in editing and certain things had been cut.
Yeah. Yeah. So
that's my spiel.
Yeah, I'm here for it. It's not doing great in the box office currently, so we'll see.
Well, yeah, like I don't know what the fuck they expected.
Well, again, it's just like not doing it right. Now, here's a question. This is what I was like kind of like bumbling around about before. So the first one does the Scream thing of it being a real person that is after them. The second one, they continue with that. Would this franchise benefit from just going supernatural?
No.
No?
No.
I can't deal with this. I don't like whodunits.
But I love whodunits.
Okay, but here's the thing. I'm fine. So Scream's whodunit, there's, to my knowledge, you can correct me if I'm wrong, and I might be. I don't remember them being like, we got to research who this is and what. It's all just like gut feeling type of thing, or like, hey, this person left the room. Like, there's like accusations, but there's no like, let's go into the internet and start Googling things. And that is the, and by the way, the Screams after the first one, I do think they start doing that. And I do think I have a problem with those movies.
Well, that's what's so funny about this is like, obviously I know you did last summer was a rip-off Scream. This is a rip-off the Scream reboot.
Oh yeah, without a doubt. Without a doubt. That's what I was saying about the derivative thing. That's what I was like, wait, maybe these movies aren't that fucking good.
Right.
Like, maybe they're actually pretty bad. But it was so fucking derivative. Where else did we want to hop around to on this? You got.
I mean, let's just get to Miss Shivers herself.
Miss Shivers. So one of the girls gets attacked and then has a dream sequence, and she is locked in the police office. And oh yeah, the whispering. And she has a dream of Sarah. What's her name?
So
Helen.
I didn't watch any trailers going into this. So there were a couple of moments in the movie that blew me away that were in the trailers, but I hadn't seen them before.
What were they?
The nostalgia line is in the trailer. The other big one is in the trailer.
What's the nostalgia line?
Where he's like, I don't know, Freddie Prinze Jr. makes some weird fucking meta reference about like nostalgia.
Oh, okay.
But
what's the other big line?
The other big line.
The come for me or whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I love that you don't know what it is. No, we'll get to that because that's a whole moment. But with Helen, I didn't know that she was in this. I don't know if it was supposed to be a secret, if other people didn't know. T. Diddy knew before he saw it. So like when the Danica things happened, he like looked over to me and I was like, what? And then it happens, and I was like, holy fucking shit. And then the CGI of her like turning into a zombie, I was legit like, what the fuck is happening right now? Like, this is crazy.
It was so jarring for this movie that is so like, again, a whodunit, and now we're getting like dead people, which again, I was sort of like, fuck it, just give me a fucking undead fisherman at this point that just tracks down people that...
Well, and no movies have integrity anymore. Do whatever the fuck you want. Like, I kind of get what you're saying, but even in the vein of like, just bring Helen back. No one fucking cares about anything anymore.
No, I'm with that. I'm 100%. I've said this before. Fast and the Furious proved to me after I binged that series. I was like, because I watched them like leading up to 10. I'd never seen all of them, and I was like, this franchise fucking rocks, because they're just like, by the way, they're not dead. And you're like,
yeah,
fuck it. I'll roll with it, baby.
That's why I love Halloween, because like I love a choose your own adventure franchise. I really do.
You're gonna get.
You don't. But yeah, it's just like when that happened, I was like, what the fuck are we doing here? And then when the concept alone that this is happening to you and like Julie James can help you somehow, had nothing to fucking do with her.
Dude, yeah. So that's the other thing. So Ava goes to Julie James, who is now a professor, a very cool professor. She wears Cure shirts. Have you seen the online stuff about this? Because she's become a thicker gal. Big hips.
I don't even think she just looks like a woman her age to me.
That's what I was saying. I guess there's like a big thing online because people were like body shaming her or whatever. But it's like, I was like, bro,
leave Jennifer Love Hewitt alone.
And I was talking to a guy about her work today, and I was like, the only response to somebody body shaming her is just ask them one question. Would you? Because the answer is, of course you fucking would, you fucking loser behind the fucking keyboard. Of course you fucking would. End of story. Nothing more to discuss. And if you're pulling a young person that looks like a young Jennifer Love Hewitt, go have fun.
Yeah.
Go have fun. But you're not. You're not, because people that pull people that look like that are not on Facebook.
No, she looks fucking fine. She looks fucking 20 years older. Like, what are you gonna do?
Those hips are fucking moving too.
What we should be thankful for?
Jennifer Love Hewitt. 2020 Love Hewitt, baby.
Let's just be glad that they didn't try to de-age her like Scream.
That's a good point. Yeah.
And they didn't even, I mean, maybe they did. I don't know. Sarah Michelle Gellar just kind of looked like how she does present day to me. I don't know if they tried to de-age her.
They did it in the very close-up of her. There was a big close-up, and it was right before she turns into a skeleton, but it wasn't the skeleton scene. There was a cut. So, and it is very, like, it was a little weird. It looked like a face projected on to
I hate that.
person. I hate it too, but yeah. So that was weird. They go to Julie, who's a professor, and Ava's like, we need your help. And she's like, what the fuck am I supposed to do about it? And honestly, yeah, what is she supposed to fucking do about it? They did nothing.
It has nothing to fucking do with her.
And it was like a legitimate guy. It was a guy.
Yeah.
It was a real person. So it's not like if if somebody was attacked by, it probably happened in one of the more recent Halloweens, but it's like, okay, Jamie Lee Curtis fought him once. Let's go talk to her. Because it was the same fucking guy. How did you get away from him? This is a guy that they fucking killed.
Like 20 times.
Like, she was hunted by a man and they killed him in the Bahamas and buried him alive. Well,
did you like the Bahamas line?
Hated it. I couldn't tell you.
I know you would. I won't get into that. That's his ultimate, like, David Arquette core energy.
Dude, it was so bad because the kids are like, maybe we just take a boat to the Bahamas. And he's like, I wouldn't do that if I were you. And they all like look like, what? And he's like, it's a long story. Okay. Cut that, first of all. There should not be in this. If anything, like all you had to do was like have them say the Bahamas and then like cut to his face like eye rolling or something. That's enough fan service. We don't need him to be like, oh, duh. Just talking about what the fuck. But anyway, that's a story for another day. But yeah, no, it was fucking weird. And Ray owns a bar now too, by the way.
Well, also another thing that had me cackling, and I don't know what the intention for it was. Obviously, Ava's having like a weird like guilt thing, and it's coming out like sexually, and she's like, choke me, and Milo's like, huh? Like I don't think I can. I need a minute. I need to get some air. What?
Listen, the choking thing, I was like, what? But then she's like, I need to be punished. And that is maybe I might do the same thing where I'd be like, the choking was fine. But I was also there. Are we talking about the murder right now? What are we talking about?
Well, that's the thing. She and this dude had like a long relationship. They keep in touch. They went through this thing together. And he's like, I need to get some fucking air. It's like, ask about it at least. Like, I don't know.
Or just
choke her.
Or just don't. Or don't. Like, I'm not going to be like, hey, I need some freaking water. It's getting hot in here. What? And he leaves. He like goes downstairs. And he like, what? And it's like a mansion, so it probably took him like 15 minutes to get to the kitchen. Like it wasn't, it's not a little house. Fucking leaves the room. He's like, I gotta think about this decision. And then, I'm not even trying to pick on this movie because I actually didn't mind it. And honestly, I think the worst part of this movie is the fan service for the original shit. That I could have done without. I actually think it's like way better with the cast and what we had.
100%.
But after he goes downstairs and has a drink of water to think about things, he then goes outside, goes to his car, which is a setup for you think he might die. And he's like, choking? What choking her? Yeah, I can't choke you. And he's like running dialogue for like what he's going to say to her. Why do you want me to choke you? No, don't do that. Just, oh yeah, I'll choke her. No, you can't do that. Don't choke her. And I'm like, what? This is not that big of a deal.
Tell me you and your boyfriend have only had sex in Missionary at nighttime without telling me you and your boyfriend have only had sex in Missionary at nighttime. No, that was fucking insane.
It was fucking crazy. It was fucking nuts. Oh boy. And as the people start dropping, we are introduced to a church leader, Pastor Judah. He's involved.
What the fuck are we doing here? Dude, when Judah came on, I was like, why are we in the bone temple all of a sudden? Like, what is going on?
There is no reason for him to exist.
No.
At all. And the fisherman ends up pulling like just a string. He just gets everyone at the end. He just goes after everyone. And we get to see the cops finding everything. The mayor gets killed. Teddy, his son, gets killed. The pastor.
Well, and they fucking, when Teddy gets got, it's the most fucking Drew Barrymore ass fucking scene I've ever seen. That wasn't Scream.
It is. But you know, I did think it was kind of cool to kill off all the red herrings.
Yeah.
Like every single one. Because then you really were like, wait, who's it going to be? Now I don't
Dude, it's so obviously Stevie. Sticks out like a sore fucking thumb.
I mean, I got there eventually, but it wasn't, I don't think it was that obvious. Because she was like too obvious. So it was like, but
yeah.
Stevie kills Danica.
Not really though.
Well, yeah, we'll get to that. She puts a hook in Danica's stomach and lifts her up and throws her overboard.
Dude, of all of like the weapons in movies, hooks get me the most.
Yeah, because it's like it's fucked up because it's like dull.
Yeah, and it's like hitting everything. I don't know. Hooks.
Yeah.
Hate it.
It's there's a lot of room. There's
Hate
a lot
it.
of room. Yeah, it is fucked up. It is fucked up. Which is funny because Danica at the end, which is so funny because they redid this ending and it's so funny that Danica is basically like, yeah, how idiotic is this now? When she's like, I'm pretty sure there's like a pound of my intestines in the ocean right now. I'm like, that's fucking funny as fuck. But she gets dumped overboard and then Freddie Prinze shows up and fucking blows Stevie away, which made me laugh out loud in the theater because the body just like bloop, flops off the boat. It was awesome.
Well, and it's weird because moving along. Well, two things. One, Jennifer Love Hewitt and Freddie Prinze Jr. They were married at some point. All that's addressed about that is, thank fucking God she's not my wife anymore or something like that. And that's it. That's all we know about it.
Dude, that was the funniest fucking part. They ask Julie and they're like, you were married to Ray, right? And she's like, well, fuck him. Thank God not anymore. And you're like, oh, that's weird. Then Freddie Prinze Jr. shows up and they're like, I talked to Julie. And they're like, Jesus Christ, fucking Julie. Thank God I don't have to see her fucking face anymore. And you're like, wow, something really bad happened here. And then eventually Freddie Prinze will go to Julie's house and to check on her. And they're both like, I can't stand you. And then they have a conversation and you're like, okay, now they're going to tell me why they hate each other so much. They don't. She's just like, you're so mad all the time after you saw those people die.
Yeah, it's bizarre. And it's like, first of all, we didn't need them in this movie anyway. And then to not even give them like a plot or like care, like,
give them,
you know,
plot. Give them a
like, give them anything.
Sequence. How about that for a fucking move? Julie's not a character in this movie. Like, she didn't fucking do anything. And then at the end, they're like, by the way, we're coming back. What the fuck do we care? What, like, and again, this is like where Scream excels. And it's so crazy to me that they can't just look at this. Because Scream, yes, they did the fan service. They brought all these people back. They continued in the next one, which I didn't love, but they at least were like, this is our new crew. This is who we care about now. Like, this other stuff is just fun shit that we're adding to it, right? Just little side characters and shit like that play roles. But this is our focus now, are these kids. And in this one, it ends with them being like, it's me, Jennifer Love Hewitt, back again. And you're like, dude, what? What is going to happen? I
don't know. And also it's like, this isn't the franchise to do that with. Like,
that's the problem.
You know, like Scream, like Nev is that bitch and like Courtney's that bitch. But like Jennifer Love Hewitt, she's that bitch in my heart, but she's way less impactful in the series, in like horror, you know?
Okay. What if I've just been like debating this like all week after watching, I know what you did last summer, 97. And because I'm starting to get tired of the Scream thing too. I'm starting to get tired of the like, oh, it's two people, like every fucking movie, right? It's two people. We have to find out who it is, whatever.
Yeah.
Oh, it's a surprise. It's this guy who's somehow a child of this person or whatever the fuck it is. And you're like, okay, it's getting overdone now. And it's just, I can't deal with it. And this movie is the same thing with that same, like, okay, like not Supernatural. Do these franchises need a little more of like a Strangers vibe. I was thinking about this. The Strangers Part 2 trailer was out, so it made me think of it. The Strangers, what was cool about the Strangers was like, what are they? Are they a cult? Are they a bigger group than they are? Is it just these 3 people? Who knows? You don't know their age. You don't know shit about them. You can mix them up. You could throw a new one in every once in a while. Maybe these killers should just be nameless and...
Well, hey, here's a fucking idea. Let's stop making the movies.
Okay, well, we could do that. Rob us of I Know What You Did Last Summer 2025.
But it's just like some birds are meant to be caged, you know?
Sure. I don't know if that analogy works, but sure, yeah, let's fucking roll with it. Some birds are meant to be caged.
Because it's like this movie, you can't fucking bring it back. Like, and I get it. Like, I don't know. There's just no good way to do it.
Yeah.
You already made the fucking movie. You made it.
I will say. So we find out it's Stevie who's Ray's
something.
He's like, I promised your dad, who they don't reveal who his dad is.
Yeah.
Get ready for it to be Ryan Phillippe in the next movie. So just wait for that. But and they're gonna have to backtrack it because he died before he went to college. So they're gonna have to be like, he had an unknown pregnancy with a woman.
Oh, fuck it. They're gonna fucking Billy Loomis it.
Wait, and also,
that's exactly what happened with Billy Loomis.
I'm thinking about this now.
Rafa just farted, and I've actually never spilled anything like it in my life.
Oh,
she's crazy.
She's not even that old, the woman that played Stevie. She looks much older than she is.
Old as fuck. But I am actually obsessed with what you just said to me because I think that has to be what they're gonna do.
Right. That it's the angle because it shows Ray's face and he's like, I promised your dad, and then he winks at the camera and is like, that I would always watch you.
Does it have to do with why Ray and Julie aren't together anymore? Like, what's gonna happen?
Well, let's also talk about one thing about this, which is that Stevie was shot like 5 times by Freddie Prinze Jr. and then fell into the ocean. We learned that she survived and is alive. Which
I'm so confused about everything in this movie. Because she's
Everyone
like,
just lives. It's fine.
She's like, you killed Stevie. And he's like, did I though? And it's like, what do you mean?
Oh, I didn't even pick up on him saying that because at the end, they do confirm that she is alive in the hospital.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I don't know.
And by the way, they are dealing with trauma. You want to go, they're dealing with trauma. The best 2 people have ever dealt with trauma in their life. But in reality, this is the most disassociated state I've ever seen 2 people in because they're just eating burgers on the beach. And she's like, did you hear Stevie is alive? And
that's us.
Yeah, I know. And Ava's like, what? And I'm like, hey, imagine that happened to you. You'd be like, I'm moving today. I have to leave right now because
no, that's literally us though. Like it 100% would be us.
Yeah. For sure, but we're not mentally well, which tracks. So,
but also, did we even say it? Yeah, Freddie's the other killer. Like, did we say that?
No, we didn't. That's where I was getting to. So then, for whatever reason, Ava immediately is like, Ava's first call after surviving this is to Julie, where she goes, "It's Stevie, but I think there's another one. How could she have done this all by herself?" Can I tell you something weird too? Did you notice that the fisherman was letting out female groans at certain scenes? When the fisherman is killing Teddy, I would hear like, "Ooh," and I was like, are they Because like, have you ever heard like a man like actually scream like in terror?
Yeah.
It's a weird noise. It's a weird fucking noise. It's like the it's a crazy sound. I don't think I've ever had to do it that I'm aware. No, I definitely haven't. But I've been with another male that did that.
Wait, I just need to say this because it just came into my fucking head. Dude, this is so fucking unrelated, but that laugh you just heard was one time Sean and I were FaceTiming and he tripped. He tripped and fell down the stairs. And I watched his head bounce from step to step. And every time I think about it, it's been like 4 years. Every time I think about it.
We've lost her. Yeah. I don't remember. I was a little bit messy. I was a little sloppy.
Anyway.
What were we talking about though? What? Oh, the scream. So he was like, when Teddy was in that fight, like I heard it once and it was like, oh, and I was like, oh, are they like, is Teddy playing into this? Like, did Teddy like method act this and be like, yeah, I'm a man, but like I'm in terror. Like I would shriek a little bit. And
yeah.
Like, did they do that? And then I was like, maybe I misheard it. But then he like punches the fisherman in the stomach and it's like, ah! And I was like, wait, what the fuck? And I was like, that was so fucking weird. And I couldn't do it. And then when they reveal Stevie, I was like, fuck, maybe I guess that was on purpose, but I don't know why they would do that. But anyway, yeah. So I forgot where we were with that. Freddie Prinze Jr. is one of the killers. And
the overarching theme is what? Everyone's forgotten us. We won't let them forget.
The mayor tried to erase us, and I'm not dealing with the trauma I've dealt with, which, okay, sure. And talking about your inclusive comment, like the one thing that drove me nuts in this was what was it, like men need to go to therapy or something? Just to think this wouldn't have happened if men went to therapy.
Dude, like crowbarred in like the weirdest spot ever.
Considering one of the killers was a woman. And by the fucking way, I hate this movie. So it's what sucks about the movie is like crowbarring Freddie Prinze Jr. into it, because now that you're thinking about, now I'm saying this, like the motive was Stevie's best friend died in that car.
Her boyfriend.
I think they were just besties.
I thought they were together, but I guess it doesn't really matter.
It doesn't matter. But she was like, you guys left me. I met this dude. And he was my best friend, and you took him from me. And like, I know it's barely motivation, but at least.
Well, and it doesn't sound like they left her. It sounds like they went off to college. Yeah. But the second they see her when they're back, they're like, you should come to fireworks with us.
And also she was like in rehab for an extended period of time. So like, we should have just sat there and waited for you.
But how did Julie, because Julie like knew that Ray was the killer somehow.
How does she put it together? Is it something on the news? I don't know, but she's like, wait a minute, Ray was here. And then she runs away. Fuck, what was it? There was a reason. There really was a kind of reason. Oh, it was Ava's phone call. And Ava's like, I think there's a second one. And then she's like, blah! And then is like, remember Ray came here for no reason? So that's how she pieces that together, I guess. But
and then she gives it to us for the third time.
She does.
Crazy as fuck.
Yeah.
Dude, when that I just heard a high-pitched screech.
It was Teddy getting stabbed.
But when she says, "What are you waiting for again?" I was for real like, there's no fucking way.
Yeah.
How do you, as an actor, as a human being, read that line?
Again.
I'd
be like, come on, guys. Like, what the fuck are we doing here?
Dude, and that's
or
when
at least
I was
have
like,
the new girl do it.
Yeah.
That would be better.
Yeah, dude, making Julie James do it. And I was honestly really curious for some reason. I guess just because they're so like connected and whatever. I was like, what did Nev think watching this? I want to know what Nev Campbell felt while watching this and watching Jennifer Love Hewitt say, "What are we waiting for?" Because I feel like Nev wouldn't do it. I feel like Nev would be like, "I'm not saying that."
Nev plays hardball, baby.
She does, queen.
Hardball at the negotiation
Also,
table.
I don't know if diva is like a thing with like younger kids now. Obsessed with it. Immediately picked it up, calling everyone diva now. I love it.
Who was using diva?
Danica's calling like everyone diva.
Oh. Yeah.
Fucking love it. Adopted it right away.
Danica fucking rocks. Danica
I know I love her. But diva, I almost texted it to you today.
Diva. Yeah, Danica was the most interesting. I loved that. But yeah, Freddie Prinze does it. Freddie Prinze gets killed with a knife to the back, I want to say.
I don't fucking remember.
I know fucking Ava's got a knife fucking hanging out of her. I don't know. He gets
knives out of every orifice in this movie.
There's knives popping out. It's the harpoon gun. Which I don't know where she got that from. JL Hewitt just picks that up on the way into the bar.
I can't wait to talk about Eddington.
Yeah, that'll be fun. So yeah, and then it ends, and Danica survived in the ocean, and Ava survived the stabbing, and they eat their lunch, and then post-credit scene we get Brandy watching the news. Now, was that guy the same guy that she was with in 2? It had to have been, right?
I mean, probably.
Because he was like, isn't that what's her name's roommate or something? I don't know. I feel like they would have had to.
You know, how would we feel? Okay, wait. I think I just did something. How would we feel about a Scream, and I know you did last summer, crossover?
I love that you like think you're the first person that thought of this. This was like every 16-year-old in fucking 1997 was like writing this, but yes.
But seriously, let's marry them. Let's get Nev and Jennifer Love Hewitt together. Let's find a way to Freddie versus Jason it, kind of. Because I would love that. I would be fucking gagged by that, diva. I would love it.
Diva, Jesus Christ.
But like, seriously.
Did they? Sorry, I'm trying to see if it's the guy.
Dude, Rafa is unleashing something unholy right now.
Yeah, that sounds like a problem. Wilson. Her name is Carla Wilson. And
who did not is Carla Wilson?
I guess that was her name. I still know what you did last summer.
Oh.
Let's see if that is her name in that, because that does not sound familiar. Tyrell Martin.
I don't know. I'm just fucking sick of these characters. I'm sick of these fucking franchises. Give us something new.
Yeah.
Give us something new.
But at the end, Brandy's watching the news. It's like, what the heck? And then the doorbell rings, and it's Jennifer Love Hewitt, now in a leather jacket and a black baseball cap.
Diva.
And, diva. And she walks in, and they got another note that's like, she got a note that's like, no, it doesn't say I still know. It's like, I still remember or something. And she's like, and Brandy's, what does Brandy say? Brandy's like, let's kick some fucking ass. And Jennifer Love Hewitt's like, I was hoping you would say that. Okay. So let's see if we got a second one.
I just don't understand. And also it's like, okay, so at some point, the public knew everything about what happened.
Correct.
With Jennifer Love Hewitt and that whole group of kids, because well documented and was scrubbed. Like it was, but it was public record at some point.
It was scrubbed by Daddy Mayor.
Dude, how are you feeling about Scream 7?
Here's the thing. I'll always like a Scream. I'll always like one, even when I don't like them. You know, one of those.
Dude.
So I'm here for it.
I've been going back and forth with T. Diddy about this because he's like pissed about it because of all of like the ghosts and shit. I can't fucking wait to see what a shit show this is. I am more excited for Scream 7 than I was for 5 or 6. This is going to be the most psychotic movie of all time.
By the way, it doesn't mean that it's like fucking ghosts. Like they might do I don't know.
De-aging. They love to do that.
Or like this is what the future would have looked like kind of thing.
Yeah, fucking everyone and their mama in this movie though.
Yeah, it is a little weird.
I'm so fucking excited. I thought of this. Dude, it's so funny. I was looking up someone's IMDb who's just like a fucking nobody. His name's Jimmy Tatro. He was in that Machine movie, but he was a YouTuber. Anyway, I looked up his IMDb and his upcoming projects was Scream 7. And I was like, what the fuck? Why is this fucking guy in it? But then I thought in my head about the idea of someone like going in on IMDb and manually putting into every single actor's thing that they were going to be in Scream 7 under their upcoming projects. And that is like so fucking funny to me.
That is good. I like that. But like, I don't even know how you can be mad at Scream 7 for like going that route. Like you're going to these movies that are, they're not very good. Like, and they're all doing the same thing. Of course they're going to keep doing it. Like,
well, I didn't just like bring back Dewey. Now that like the Carpenter sisters are out, you guys really fucked yourselves. Just bring him Say's alive again. What I want from Scream 7, well, you know what? Dude, this would be the most psychotic thing. Because Scream 5 is just titled Scream. Make Scream 7 Scream 5, have it pick up directly after Scream 4.
I mean, it's going to happen eventually. It's going to happen. But
because
like,
it's
dude,
like let's forget.
I don't know. I don't know how you can't complain about like that fucking dumb ghost shit because it's just all so stupid. If you're fucking dude, the Meek twins and the fucking
it's all fucking crazy.
Kirby's
but it's like
an FBI agent.
That's a diva if I ever saw one.
Yeah, that is a diva.
Yeah, I don't know. It's just like, okay, fucking nix all of it, guys. We're picking up after Scream 4. That's what we're doing. Kirby's alive, well, Dewey's alive. We're picking up after Scream 4.
That's just not the way it works. And
it's a choose your own adventure.
Wait, Kevin Williamson's directing it?
Yes, Sean.
Oh,
you and I have talked about this ad nauseum.
This is not good for you.
I'm aware. What it might be good for, though, is that Kevin Williamson might be doing press for it, and I will be fighting with everything in me to get him.
All right. Let's do it.
Kevin, I'm coming.
All right. That's it. I know what you did last summer, 2025.
Joe, should watch it.
Go watch it. Check it out. I give it 10 wowies.
Let Joe what you think. Know what you think. I'm so tired.
DM Joe.
DM Joe. Let him know what you thought.
DM Joe and let him know what you thought of Scream 6. No, not Scream 6. Actually, yeah. Let him know what you thought about Scream 6 and I Know What You Did Last Summer, 2025. And 1997 if you want.
Let him know like how your day was.
That's it. Patreon.com/IHateHorror, IHateHorror.com. We're going to have some new stickers coming very soon. IHateHorror.com, Instagram at IHateHorror. And that's it. Cult of Craven for Lexi. And for Lexi, this is Sean. Stay Hollyweird, baby. Wait, what was I going to add to the end every time now? Fuck.
Freak off, freak on.
Oh, yeah. Get your freak off, get your freak on. For Lexi, this is Sean. Get your freak off, get your freak on, and stay Hollyweird, baby.